Well, hello, everybody. I want to share with you a new project I'm starting and offering to people. It is something that I've had a number of people ask me about for a long time. I always have people asking me about one on one mentorship or also the idea of courses or offering courses like in a classroom setting. So I am offering a once a month one on one mentorship program with myself, obviously. The main focus is going to be our formation as sons and daughters of God. It will focus on mainly two things: our identity and growing into our God-giving destiny. Now, this will be come from a very, I'll say it this way, holistic approach. The sessions will just be once a month. It won't just be me teaching. It will be very much so dialogue. It will be me coaching you, if that's what you're interested in. It will be me walking with you. I'll be here to answer your questions on your journey, but at the same time, we'll be having conversations where you begin to discover things for yourself. We'll be focusing on identity. We'll be focusing on doing and being, how doing comes out of our being, not vice versa. We'll be looking at the role of spiritual disciplines, the 12 spiritual disciplines that help form our identity, but we'll also be looking at how we grow as human beings, because our spirituality is not separate from our humanness. We are human beings created in the likeness and image of God, created as image bearers, and to fulfill that role as an image bearer and to fulfill our God-given callings, we have to do work on every area of our life. So we will look at our spiritual growth, we will look at our mental health, we will look at our emotional growth, we will look at our relationships, and we will even look at our social skills and how all those things affect our spiritual growth and walking into the destiny and the calling and the giftings that the Lord has for us. And so we'll focus on a number of things. We will focus on language, meaning the way we think, our belief systems, the way we integrate the scripture into our belief systems. We'll look at limiting beliefs. We'll look at godly beliefs and ungodly beliefs. We will look at the way we speak to ourselves and the words we use. We'll also look at moods and emotions and how there are emotions that affect us and how we can never separate our emotional maturity from our spiritual maturity. And we'll look at how through spiritual disciplines and through godly community, we learn to manage properly our emotional life. We'll look at our mental health and managing our mental health. We will look at the different levels of relationships and boundaries in relationships. And we'll also look at our physical body, the interconnection between our emotional life and our physical health, and how that affects how we relate to God and thus how we relate to other people. And so we're going to come at this from a very large perspective. And just a few moments of the sessions will be me sharing, but the majority of the sessions will be a conversation, because this is about you growing in your calling, you growing in your identity, you growing in the dreams God has given to you, and me helping you untap that, discover that, and learn how to walk in it. And so this is something I'm offering. This is something that I believe is going to be beneficial to you. It will be just a once a month meeting, just because what we will look at in the session one-on-one, I will want you to be able to live out over that next month. And I will want you to take tools that you learn and put them into practice over 4 weeks. If for some reason there's an emergency that you feel you need to have a session before the month is up, that is fine, but we're just going to look at once a month. So you're probably wondering about pricing. So because this is a ministry endeavor, but at the same time it is something that blesses me and blesses you, because I'm bivocational. So I live off of ministry offerings, but at the same time I do other projects as a life coach outside of that. And so instead of having a set price, what I'm doing is I'm offering suggestions, donation suggestions according to your income. So for example, for a person who has an annual income of between $80,000 to $100,000 a year, my suggestion would be that the donation for the session is $100. Okay, which is reasonable for that annual income. If your annual income is between $50,000 to $80,000 a year, I would suggest that you pay $75 for the session. If your annual income is between $25,000 to $50,000 a year, I suggest you pay $50 for the session. If you make less than $25,000 a year, I suggest $30 for the session. So I want to try to accommodate it to make it affordable according to your lifestyle, and that way it is accessible for you. It's also a blessing for me, and it is a blessing for both of us, a two-way stream of blessing. So this is something I'm offering. I'm very excited about it, and I know many of you have asked about it, so just inbox me, send me a private message, and we can set up the session, and if you'd like more information, I can give it to you. I also want to thank everybody who supports my ministry, the churches who support me faithfully, the individuals who support me faithfully. Thank you so much for everything you do, and thank you for accompanying me as I've been in this process of moving into more of a bivocational type of ministry. It has been a bit slower than I thought, but it has opened up many interesting opportunities this year. And if you are blessed by my ministry, I kindly ask and encourage you to sow a seed into my ministry. You can do so through e-transfer if you're in Canada, or PayPal if you're outside of Canada. I'll have that information below in the comments section. The scripture says, let him who shares the word, let him who teaches the word share in every good thing with those who receive the word. And so if you'd like to sow a seed, you are more than welcome to do that. So I'm excited about this new endeavor, and I'm sure this can be a blessing to your life and help you grow and help you develop into the God-given destiny you have, and help you to fulfill the dreams and the callings that the Lord has placed on the inside of you. So bless you all. Have a wonderful Friday, and I will have more updates soon on more new things that are coming down the pipeline.